Coming up on The Returned.
They are above me and I can see like light getting in to my darkness grave. I heard this voice, now it's your time, push yourself out. I was choking. This voice told me, you're small, you can push yourself out. I was pushing myself to the light. And it was like I was reborn. I pushed myself like a baby getting out from the earth. I got out. I was full of blood, mud, and pain. Oh my God, I'm out.
Hi, and welcome to The Returned. The truth always follows you back. Hi, and welcome to The Returned, a place where we share near-death stories, out-of-body experiences, spiritual awakenings, signs from spirit, and the journeys of healers and lightworkers from around the world. Today, you guys, this is an unbelievable story of someone who walked through disaster and returned. Today's guest is Maayan Sebbag. She was buried beneath rubble during one of the deadliest earthquakes in modern history. Tens of thousands perished. But while her body lay trapped beneath debris and rain-soaked mud, something else was happening. And we're going to let her tell you that. So, Maayan, welcome to The Returned.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be here, and you gave such a beautiful start.
Thank
So
you.
it was poetic.
Maayan, before that day and the earthquake, maybe we could talk a little bit about who you were and what your life was like at that time before your turning point.
Mhm. The tragedy happened to me when I was 27 years old, and I was student for Chinese medicine. So this is why, like, people always ask me, what were you doing in China anyhow? So I was a Chinese medicine student, and I'm still am using this beautiful medicine, the Chinese medicine. And I was there for the studying in the hospital, and I was always spiritual, but I think the doubts and the fear of like bringing myself,
Mm-hmm.
like hold me back for always. Like and after what I experienced, I realized this is my truly who am I, and I don't need to hold it back anymore. So and I think my experience really shifted me because I injured my mouth, and I think my biggest challenge or experience, it was about speaking my truth, like using my mouth in the real way, and talking who am I without hiding, without shame, without a doubt. Like, be yourself. It's I think this is the most like changing one of more like everyone that experience NDE coming. We are changing. We come back different. So for me, it was really like connecting to my authenticity and my real like like real inner self. So
Wow.
yes, and I discovered also that those days I didn't want a family, I didn't want children. I had like my parents are divorced, so for me a family, it was not a good experience, and that was also something that really changed me. Um, And yeah, I was spiritual, but in a very holding back, not really bringing it out, because I was afraid. I think I was afraid of
Mhm.
what people will say, and I didn't know there is a whole world full of people that want to talk this talk. The
You
spiritual
bet.
side, the spiritual. We are a lot, and
Mhm.
we are not getting the stage. Although before we came to brought up here, we had this little conversation, and you said this is our time. We are. How did you
Mhm.
say? We are the news.
I
This is how
said,
you
"We
say
are
it.
the news now." Yeah.
It's
We're
amazing
the news,
sentence. I
not
I
because
love it.
I always say that. I just said it in one of my solo recordings, and it's really what I feel. I feel not in a divided type of way or anything like that. I just believe that we're the news now, and that means to me that that's not because we say so, but that's because consciousness says it's time.
Yeah,
And that's why I feel
we
so
are all
strongly
awake.
about
Yeah.
that. Yes. I feel it's time, just like you.
Yes. This is the old word is it's old news. We are the new news because we're bringing the
That's
new
right.
word that it's more
Hmm.
listening to your heart, listening to your inner voice, your intuition. Um, believe.
And you're walking
So
your truth and you're speaking it.
yeah, yeah, I'm
And that takes
trying.
a lot of courage. It takes a lot of courage to do that.
It
And
is,
that's why I'm so appreciative of you being here. I do know it takes a lot of courage.
but I know
Yeah,
when I do it, I give other people like the permission to
that's right.
be courage also. So
That's right.
yeah. So I will start with my story because it's a bit long story. So I will try to make it like not too long because it's a long one. Because my story, it's a 3 days survival story. It's not a
Wow.
normal NDE. Um, of course, every NDE starts with an accident because
Yeah.
there is a death involved in our stories. So mine was a 3 days survival story in a very hard condition. So I was a student when I was 27 years old in 2008. I went to China. I finished my school, and then before going back to my country, me and my friend said, "Let's go and visit the reserve, the panda reserve, and see the villages and how the Chinese people like living out of the countryside and out from the city because we were in a very big and chaotic city. It was Chengdu, the people that know China, in the Sichuan province." And so we drove to the panda reserve, and we had a very long way. We had a like a way that I felt like something is like telling us don't go there. Like I even remember myself saying to my friend Anat, do you like believe in like signs from the universe? Like the universe is trying to tell something because the way it's not a normal way. It was supposed to be like 1 hour and a half journey, and everything that could happen wrong just happened. Um, Flat tire, the driver was ill, the wrong bus, everything happened, and it took us 4 hours to get to the reserve, and we got there so hungry and exhausted, and we got this beautiful fish restaurant on the riverbank, and we sat there and we chose our lunch, and we didn't even got our food. The earth started to shake under our legs, and that was as you said, a very very strong earthquake with a lot of injured and a lot of destruction. Like in this place, it was 95% of the building collapse, and it was like 1,000 kilometers. It was
Oh,
huge huge amount of this destruction. It was not like a little city or something. It's the it's a it's a it's a size of a little state, you know. It was really bad earthquake. It was some places they write 7.9 magnitude, and in other places they write 8. So it was really strong, but it was stronger earthquakes. But this earthquake was a really different because it's made a lot of this destruction and a lot of injuries and a lot of people that was hurt and even died. And I was in the restaurant at the time. The earth started really like shaking so hard I couldn't even run outside. So I felt on my knees on the floor. And at the peak of the earthquake, it was almost 2 minutes. It's felt like forever, you know. The peak of the earthquake, when it's like it starts really like slowly and it's go up, and at the peak, all of the roof just collapsed on me, and like my face were shattered, you know, like squeezed into the floor, and I broke all of my jaw, here, and all of my chin just went out of my scar. It was an open wound, and all of that was out with my tooth and my tongue. So it was a really hard injury, and I was bleeding like to death. And I lost consciousness in the few minutes slash hours. People always ask me, how long was it? What was the timeline? I really don't know. I can't say. It was so chaotic, and I got such a bad injury in my head. I don't know how long I was unconscious. It could be hour, it could be 5 minutes. I really don't know how to tell it. And in one period of time, I heard my friend Anat like shouting, "Help! Help me!" And I was trying to shout as well, and I realized I don't have a voice. I was like, nothing went out, and I didn't understand what is going on. I was sure I'm dreaming. It was like a real nightmare, like a vivid dream. I was like, oh, it's so it can't be real. It's so weird. Like I don't have a voice. I'm buried under something. My mind was like, what is going on? Am I dreaming? Is it reality? And it was so like it didn't make any sense. So for me, I was like dreaming. It's like a dream. I'm going to wake up in a few minutes. And I didn't wake up. So I realized, okay, this is like reality. This is my reality. And I try to understand why I can't like like um produce a voice. And I put my hand and I touch myself in the darkness of my small buried grave. And and I understood I have like I can't recognize my own face. It's like it was not my own face. I couldn't understand what I'm feeling. My chin was there, my teeth was here, like everything was mixed, and a lot of blood. I realized I'm like bleeding so hardly, and I think I fainted in this moment. Um, and then I again woke up and I heard Anat shouting again, and I try again to shout, and my throat was really injured. So I also was really swollen because I also hurt my neck and my throat. And I couldn't say help. I couldn't say where I am. And I heard Anat, my friend, she's out. Like they found her. The people that went out from the restaurant, they found her and they rescued her. And she was like saying where, like, please, she's there. Please don't go. Like, try to get her out. And but they say we don't know where she is. We can't hear her. And I heard everything. And I was like, I was praying. please God, don't let me die here. Don't let them go and like leave me here. I will die here. I will choke to death and I will bleed to death and I will be buried under this rocket. And please God. And I was praying and I heard like voices in my head. Like one voice was, I will, I will never abandon you. You are strong. You can do it. And another voice was interfering and he said, you will die here. It's like, like the devil and God, I could hear them so well. Like, and every time I heard um, one voice and I gave one of the voices my belief system or my strength, I felt how my body energy is changing, is shifting. Like when I believe to the dull, to the devil voice, like you will die here for sure. And you will never see your parents again. You can't even breathe. Like those kind of voices, like despair voices. And I felt my body is like my energy is getting lower and lower that I can't breathe. My heart was pouncing so hardly. And when the other voice said, I will never abandon you. You are strong. You can do it. I believe in you. My energy lift up. And it was like simultaneous, and we don't even realize it in our like daily life, how much power we give to the voices inside ourself. Like it's like it's not only mind shifting, it's whole energy shifting.
That's right.
It could change your blood pressure. It could change your chemistry in your body.
Uh-huh.
And it's amazing how we are like created from so many layers of being. It's not only like chemistry, and it's not only science. It's also spiritual. It's also belief system. It's also
That's right.
so many like it's also, we talk about a lot about the belief system, but there is also an emotional system. We are also
Mm.
like, as we have like belief system, we also have emotional system. Like
That's
um
right. Mhm.
we are like we used to use our feelings like we learn it in our house. We observe the like if we are if something will like give us pressure or give us calmness, it's like what we saw in our house. It's also like like patterns. So it's not only the belief system, it's also like the emotional patterns we have so many layers. We don't even realize how
Right.
complicated we are. Like we are so complicated that we are absolutely godly. uh, because
Wow.
we are not like the animal round. We are something really divine and really complicated. And I will get back to my story when I realize they're like Anat is like telling them where to find me, and I realize they are like above me, and I can see like shine like light getting in to my darkness little grave. I heard this voice saying, Maayan, now it's your time. Push yourself out, because I was almost choking. I had like my air ran out, and I was long time under this little grave, and this voice told me, you are small and you are flexible. You can push yourself out. And I was pushing myself to the light, and it was like reborning, like I was reborn. um I pushed myself like a baby getting out from the earth, and I got out, and I was full of blood and mud and pain, and I was breathing like, oh my God, I'm out of there. And I saw my friend Anat, and she was really like in really pain, and I
Oh.
realized she lost her fingers. As I broke my jaw, she had her fingers cut out, and it was a lot of blood and pain. And I tried to like talk to her, but she was in her own like disaster bubble, And I like shook
Yeah.
her, and look at me, and she was like she took her eyes from her pain, and she looked at me and she said, "Oh my God, Mayan, you look bad." I looked so bad. And at that moment, one Chinese guy found my bag under the rockage, and I just pull a shirt out of the bag and I put it on like that, did a little nub on my head, and like I wanted to like also hide my look because I looked really bad, and also like something to absorb the blood, and that will lift my chin because it was like hanging from the skin. All of my chin was hanging on the skin. It was painful, so I just put it back. And that was a moment I realized that I'm in a very like bad moment of my life, like in a survival mode, because everything was ruined. I opened my eyes, I look around, and nothing was standing. Nothing, no restaurants, no shops, no supermarkets. Everything was ruined. Banks, everything was ruined. And we needed to realize how we are going to get out of there. And we tried to call from the mobile, but all of the connection was down. And we said, okay, let's go back to the bus station. And we did it. We went back to the bus station, but there was no bus station. It was so much destruction. Nothing was there. Like nothing existed anymore. So we needed to find like a solution to our situation, because we are like far away from the university and our friends, and very far away from home and from our parents. And we didn't know what to do. So we just had this idea to walk through the river. And it was a good idea because the river, it was the only place that didn't, that was open for walking, because all of the other places were really ruined. The roads was shattered, and trees was blocking them, cars was blocking them, like everything was ruined, like man-made was ruined. So when we went to the river, we saw that all of the water was gone. So people were walking in the middle of the river, like like
Oh
Moses
God.
opened the ocean. It was such a weird experience. And I remember myself walking in this river, and I look up and I saw the bridge we came from, and it was in the middle was missing piece. So then I realized, okay, we came with a bus from that bridge that was connecting the mountain. It's a huge mountain. It's like, I think it's like Canada, you know?
Uh,
I think Canada is the only place in the universe I can say you can understand. Because in any other place, I was interviewing so many places, like in England, and I told people you will never understand because nature is small there. But I
mm.
think Canada, you have a
Oh, we
great
do.
nature also. So in China, the nature, it's crazy. It's like really like huge and really really strong nature. And the mountains are so high and so like wow, like beautiful. And I look at the bridge that it was a piece missing in the middle, and I said, okay, there is a chance I'm not getting back, because how can I go back if there is no bridge anymore? So I realized my situation, it's really more complicated than I can understand. So we walk, and we had a chance to ride a bike that took us to a hospital. It was a very small local hospital in the village side. And when we got there, the hospital was half ruined. And I was really glad that I was there, because for me, like seeing the hospital after a few hours of walking, and I was like devastated. I was bleeding to death, and I fainted on the way, and I was really thirsty and really really
Oh.
hungry. And I said, okay, so here I will get first aid. I could have a chance to really be okay and survive this crazy place that the universe stuck me in. It's like a different dimension. Like I was
Oh.
um thrown into a different dimension. It was not my, like, it's no one normal life. It's crazy.
Mm.
And I think one moment of this thought that, okay, I will survive. I have a chance. I have hope. It was an aftershock, and another very strong earthquake happened and just ruined the hospital in front of my eyes, and everything was shattered. Like everything that the first earthquake didn't break, this one broke it. Like now everything was broken. Everything, nothing, like all of the trees, the electrical poles, everything was down and shattered and ruined. And also the hospital was just ruined in front of my eyes, and just left this cloud of dust, and everyone was shouting so strongly, and the people that were in the hospital, it was lucky that they got out. They took them out um, before I came. They were already out, but the hospital crew tried to get as much um, medical equipment as they could, But when the hospital was ruined, that was it. They couldn't go in anymore. And what they got, that was their own, like, medical assistant for the
Yeah.
injured. And we were a lot. We were 11 million injured. 11 million. It's a crazy number. 11
Oh my
million
God.
injured. It's not normal. So the hospital crew, they realize everything is dangerous now, and that we should um, build like a tent city for the survivals, like a refugee. It's looked like a refugee. It was weird. But they did a really nice work. I think in like 2 hours it was already built and it was standing, and they did like a tent for the medical crew, a tent for the severe injured, for the less severe, like the to everyone. Like it was in very, like, everything was systematic and like organized, and they are very organized people. I really
Mm-hmm.
appreciate the Chinese people for that, and they are very kind people. So they gave me and Anat like a private tent because we were foreigners, and they want to give us our privacy. And with us, they put two Chinese women that they work for the government, and they knew a bit English more than the others, so they could like be our assistant, and they could help us. So we went into the tent, and a huge rain was pouring, like like you said. The earth was really, I felt like the sky was like crying for the earth, It was like the rain was like tears crying for the broken earth, and it became really muddy because we were in a field. They put us in a field because they wanted to be in a safe place, that nothing could fell on us, like,
Right.
because it was a lot of aftershocks, many other. It's like the earth didn't relax, didn't come. It was all the time aftershocks, and also the mountains were so high, so all of the earthquakes, like little, like big, not little, like big stones were just um like sliding down the mountains, and when they hit the ground, it's shaked again. So you were like sitting on the earth, and you felt all the time the earth moving, and it was like a heart attack after a heart attack, and we were crying. Everyone
Oh.
was crying, and enough, enough. um so I was in the tent. It was nighttime. I realized I'm going to stay there for the night. The hospital doctor came to see me, and he had this flashlight, and he was like looking at my mouth, and he was like, "Oh my God, we can't help you. You have this very bad situation. You need a very complicated surgery. It's like a 10-hour surgery in a sterilized
Oh.
um like a hospital, a surgery room. We can't help you here. We have nothing to help you. You just need to hang on and try to survive. And I hope that a medical flight will come and pick you up to the hospital. But you can't do anything. We can't help you here. So you are now in a waiting situation, waiting mode, to wait for air rescue. You can't walk it in your situation. You can't walk. You just need to observe the blood. He told me, and you can't fall asleep. You can't lie down and fall asleep, because if I will lie down and fall asleep, I will choke from my own blood. I will swallow my own blood and I will choke. In that point, my throat was blowed like this, and it was blue, and it was even hard for me to breathe. So I was thirsty. I was really losing a lot of blood. I could hardly breathe. I couldn't swallow. All of my reflex of swallowing was stuck because of the swallowing, and I was really thirsty and hungry and sad. And I tried to call my family. I tried to open my mobile, and I was like praying to the God of cellular, please give me a sign I could send my family that they will come and like rescue me. But no one came, and I had this awful night with everyone fell asleep because everyone was so exhausted, and I was sitting in the tent waiting for the sun that will come up. And the next day I was so like so weak, and I felt like my rhythm of my body, my vibration is different. Um, it was I think more like 24 hours without eating, drinking, and like I was losing a lot of blood, so I was dehydrated also. And I start feeling those weird vibration. I start to feel like everything has a vibration, like the earth is vibrating, the stone is vibrating. I saw the trees that they are speaking to each other. I had this, like my mind was like on drugs, you know. I had this open of consciousness. It was widening up, and I saw that everything has vibration, and everything is in this conversation. It's in this like everything is connected, and everything is like having a relationship with everything, that we are not really separated. We are like in this beautiful relationship with everything and communicating with everything without even noticed. And I saw the birds, and I saw the nature, and it was the only like hope and light in these moments, because I was really, really tired and thirsty and in pain and weak. And they tried to give me this infusion, this how you say, I think you have a different IV it's called,
Oh,
like the
IV.
infusion,
Yeah.
yeah, IV.
Yeah.
And because I was like already dehydrated so hard, they couldn't put the water inside of me. I was too
Yeah.
shrinked, you know. I was closed. It was closed. They couldn't put any water inside of me. I was dehydrated so badly. And so they said, we can't do anything for her. And they told Anat, like, this is like this is it. And in my book, I write more about this time, but I would like to go to the NDE, because it's a really strong, it's a really long and strong story. So um and so the night came, and I was really exhausted, and I felt my body is it's so heavy. Like I couldn't handle my body anymore. It's like my body is it's not me anymore. And I can't I can't carry my body. It's like if my body suddenly felt like a backpack, you know? It's not part of
Yeah.
me. I'm carrying it,
Hmm.
and it's
Hmm.
became heavy. This body that was a backpack became heavy. I just wanted to like let it go. It's too heavy for I can't hold it anymore. And that what happened. In the nighttime, I released my body. It was too heavy. And I felt I was like something is sucking me up, you know? I was very light and my body was very heavy. And I was out of my body. It was in the middle of the night. Everyone was sleeping. Anat was like trying to 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 not fall asleep because she knew if she will fall asleep I will die, and she was
Oh.
really she was really worried about it because she didn't want to experience that her best friend dying in the middle of nowhere and what she will tell my parents. But she really tried to wake up to keep up, but she was really in her own pain. Her fingers became blue and she had crazy pain, and she was just too tired and she fell asleep, and I was like having this NDE, and I felt my soul, like Maayan, me, is so light, like a feather, and my body is so heavy, like stones. And when I went out, I saw my body on the ground, and it looked like the ground because before I told you I saw the vibration. So I saw that the body and the earth have the same tempo, you know, same
Mhm.
vibration. But I was not that anymore, and I was in different vibration, and I was going up and up and up. I was really like like so like a feather, so light, like feather going up and up, like a wind, like carrying me up. And when I got to this dark place that was really like it was dark because it felt like empty, but it was full. It was full with emotion and with feelings and with love and with a hug, and it was like I felt it's my home. I felt like I'm back home. This is my home. I'm back, and I was really excited about it. And I was thinking to myself, here I can't see anything, and I feel so much, and it's like an opposite world of what we are experiencing here, that we see all the time things.
Yeah.
We are so like we have so much our eyes working like overtime. We have too much
Mhm.
vision, and we feel little, and we also block our feelings and our emotions, and we don't give it enough I think the I think our sight, our eyes, like they are, it's like taking us from our emotion, like it's a distraction, you know, from
Mhm.
the inner from our inner um vibration. So there it was the opposite, was nothing to see. It was like empty, but it was not really empty. It was full, with light, with vibration, with love, with compassion, with serenity, with the peacefulness, with all of it was well, like filling me up, like I was like drinking. You know, I was thirsty, and it was like filling me. I was like observing it so well, and it was amazing feeling. And in this dark place, suddenly I saw from far away like a light is moving toward me and getting closer and closer, and the light became a vibration. And from the vibration, I heard like a noise, and the noise became a voice, and the voice had words that I can understand, and it was in my head. And the voice asked me, the voice light, yeah, asked me, Mayan, what is like the most painful thing that you can think about that now you are saying goodbye from your old you and your temporary you, temporary Mayan.
Mhm.
And I said, wow, what this is like the end of me, you know? This is like a closure from my old from Mayan. and I was really sad. Like, I don't want not to be Mayan anymore. And and then he showed me what is the meaning of being Mayan. He showed me like my whole life in few minutes. You know that feeling, I suppose.
Yeah.
In few minutes, like he showed me all of my scanning, all of my life, and what made me be me, like what um mold me or shape me to be the person I was. But that person is, it will not exist anymore because my core of being, it's not Mayan, because my core can be incarnated, you know, like and it could be a different, it could be, we are all the time like changing and incarnate, we and uh and so I need to say goodbye to this part that was me at that moment or at that period of time. And I realized, and it was really painful. I didn't want to say goodbye to this Mayan because I felt like I didn't know her enough. It's such a weird,
Yeah.
like I didn't know me enough. And I realized I was 27 years old and I didn't do a lot, and I didn't like um like fulfill my dreams and my inner things that I really wanted. I was busy in other things that I'm not sure it was the right things. I was suddenly understood maybe it was not the right things to be busy on. You know, like my attention was really, for me. Suddenly I realized I was like wasting my life on like stupid stuff. This is how I felt at the moment. You know, like about political like things between relationship, my father, my mother, they were divorced, and I didn't like things that they say or did, and like I was like a lot of things with my friends, like I was busy with a lot of like nonsense. um I put a lot of energy there, and if I had to like, and I realized if I could live my life again, I would not waste so much energy with gossiping and uh and you know, we are wasting a lot of our energy about things that they are not really matter, because society
Mhm.
built like that we will be busy about ridiculous things, really, really
That's right.
ridiculous. And I realized it suddenly, because when you are like saying goodbye, you realize what is the most important thing that you want to accomplish, and that was not important. Even money, it's not important at that time. You realize that money is not that important. It's
No.
like, so it's also a weird, like, because we are so busy about making money here. Like, we are so busy about it. It's like our survival. We must have money. But when you are there in this heavenly place, and money is what? It's like it's nothing. It's just,
Right.
yeah. Like and I did this conversation with this godly voice, and I realized that I missed a lot. Like, I didn't use my voice as I should have. I didn't say the things that I needed to say to my family. I didn't talk um like the important things, like to say to people how I appreciate them, how how important they are in my life. Like, we don't wait. This is my you know, my most don't wait to say your loved ones how you really feel, because you don't know if tomorrow you could say, you know,
That's right.
we don't know. And it's really important for me now, because even when I'm saying goodbye to my husband when I go to work, or he's going to work, I really saying to him every time before we are separating, I love you, you are important to me. It's really important for me to say it. I think it's like one of the side effects I had from that. And also with my children, it's really important for me to say goodbye, and
Yeah.
don't take everything for granted, and forget about it, because it's really important to say. It's really important. I think the most painful thing for us to be separated from the loved one, it's the thing we didn't say. I think it's the most important. I realized that I was busy in these things that they are not really important. And so this voice told me, what is like the most important thing for you now? Like after realizing what is going on, like your truth, your real truth. And then I realized the most important thing that I missed. It's like being a mom. And I didn't know it's that important for me, you know? I was 27 years old.
True.
Family didn't really, I was not like a family kind of person because I was with the divorced parent, and family was always seems like heavy, you know, like a
Mm-hmm.
burden. And suddenly I realized, wow, I want a family, and I'm not Maayan anymore because this Maayan is gone, because that was the chapter
Yeah.
of this incarnation, and I will not be her again. But I really said that I didn't like was like I didn't bring children, and nothing will, even I'm gone and nothing stays like after me, like I'm gone and this is it. I'm not leaving anything, like we really don't leave anything behind, part of our family. So
Yeah.
even our profession, our career, I don't know. Yeah, we can make, if it's our like political career, or I don't know, but I think we live in the heart of the people. We live forever in the heart of the people that love us,
Yeah.
and suddenly I realized how much it's important for you to bring children. And the voice told me it's a really strong revelation, like insight. And do you want another chance? And I was like, yes, I want another chance. This time I want to do it like right. I want to be a mom more than being a businesswoman or something. I want to be a mom. It's really important. I really wanted to have this experience, like to be part of the creation, because being a parent, it's not matter if it's a male or a woman or a woman.
Uh-huh.
It's being a part of creating, of creation, to bring children. And I really wanted, and the voice told me, okay, I will give you a second chance, but you will need to really use your powers and your strength, and believe in me, and do exactly as I say, and I will give you a second chance. And I said, okay, what I need to do? And the voice told me, the moment the sun will rise through the mountains, the rain will stop, and this is your sign to go up and take your things and go and rescue yourself by walking. And I was like, what? It make no sense. And he said, it will be people that try to help you, and others that will try to delay you. You need to lay on me, like trust me, and you will survive. And it was gone. I was back into my empty body, my cold, empty, shivering body, and I was full of light. I was like full of life suddenly. It was like I was before like an empty shell, and suddenly I was like full. And I had this crazy energy, and I told, and I wrote, I couldn't speak, so I wrote Anat a letter that I wanted to try rescue myself by foot. And she was sleeping. I saw the sun through the mountains. The rain stopped, and I knew it's the sign. So I woke her up and I let her read, and she was reading it, and she was like, "Oh, what is going on here? Like a few hours ago, you were dead. You were dying. Like, what do you want to go by? Like food rescuing? It's not possible. You can't even like go to the toilet. I couldn't lift myself. I was so weak." And she was like, she told me later that she saw me, and she said, it's like we studied in the Chinese medicine. It's also in the the scientist medicine, that people before they are dying, they have this moment of strength. They have this moment of power, and they want to do something, and then they're dying, you know? So she said it's like a dead woman last wish. So I will help her doing it, because this is what is going on now, and this is how she saw it. So she said, okay, let's do it. We had our things, and we went out from the tent, and we started walking. And the women, the one of the women that was with us in the tent, her name was Tian Tian. She woke up, she saw us going out, and she was start shouting, "What are you doing, Maayan? Anat, what are you doing? Where are you going?" And Anat said, um, she wants to try to save herself by foot. And she was looking at us like, "What? You know, yesterday, the soldiers came to like take names of the people are injured and the people that are dead and the people that are okay, like, and they told us they walk from the road that was open to here. It was 12 hours walk. 12 hours. To get out of this place, you need to cross 2 mountains because of the bridges collapse. She can't walk 12 hours. She can't walk 5 minutes. Like, what do you think? And then the doctor came because he saw this commercial, how do you say it? This a lot of noise and commotion. Thank you. And he looked at me also, and he said, "What are you doing? Like, are you crazy? Like, what do you think yourself? Like, you're going to die on the road. It's a jungle out there. Animal will eat you. Like, what do you think?" And then I realized the voice told me that there will be people that will try to stop me, and this is like another sign. And I was thinking to myself, and he said, "You are dehydrated and you have hallucinations." Because as we know, it's science that people that they are dehydrated, they have hallucinations. And I was like, what? Maybe it was all of it hallucination, like from the dehydrated. Maybe I just imagine it. Like the gut experience, you know, the NDE, everything. Maybe it was all in like my mind creative. And I don't know what to do. Like, maybe he's right, and I need to wait here for like a rescue, and like I'm doing this huge mistake, and I will die on the way, and like animal will eat me, and then I had this moment of revelation that I realized that every time I want to do something that I really believe in it, but it make no sense for the people, you know, around me, I will always give up my own true and my own intuition and my own path. I will always, it's like me, you know, I'm Cancer, and my sign is Cancer. We are so like, we are always like, we want always to please everyone. And I said, enough, I'm not going to do it. I don't, you know what? Also, if I will stay here, and I don't know, I had this feeling the rescue will not come. And I was right, actually. From saying, from now sitting in front of you, I know for sure that they didn't send any rescue by flight rescue. And everyone that way there died. And I'm sitting in front of you because of that moment that I decided I'm walking, although it's make sense, 0 sense. You know, it makes no sense to go there and walk these 12 hours after 3 days, not eating, not like bleeding to death, dehydrated. Um, it's make no sense, but it's what it saved me because I'm here today. And I said to myself, I will not wait for anyone to rescue me anymore. Enough. Like, I will get out and rescue myself. That was like a great moment of my life that I can count on myself, and I have this connection with God, and He's with me, and I can do it. And I start walking away from this conversation that made me so fearful. And Anat was still there, like trying to convince them. and I went to the road, and it was blocked, and I didn't know how to get out of this place. It was all blocked and all like no roads. And so I sat on the floor and I was like, what am I going to do now? And suddenly I saw these legs, like, and I took my
Mm-hmm.
head up and I saw this young man, and he looked at me and he said, "Do you need help?" So I was nodding, yes, yes, yes. And he asked me, "Can you walk?" And I said, "Yes, yes, yes." So he gave me his hand and he lifted me up, and he was looking at me and he said, "Okay, I will take you." And I saw it was a little road inside the mountain. It was like tiny stairs. I have a YouTube of this
Oh.
part of the way, because last year I was there. I met him, this guy, and
Oh.
he showed me the places that we walked. And it was like a hidden way. You can't see it. Even the second time that I knew somewhere here you can go up with tiny stairs, you can't see it. It's like only local know that. It's tiny stairs. And I was like going up, and people that want to see the Union movie about me walking there, I have it on my YouTube. And we walk up, and we went up, and Anat saw me like disappearing, and she told me, "I was sure you're being kidnapped or something, like they will sell your organs, like China, And she was running, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" Then she said, "I was like looking at you and looking at him, and I had this like aha moment that he's here to rescue you." She knew immediately just by seeing us that he has this, he has an angel face. He's such a beautiful Chinese guy, really, like an angel face. And you can see his heart in his face. And
Mm.
she said, "Okay, let's go." Like she realized it in a moment, because he couldn't speak English. So he knew only like few sentences, and she understood everything. And we went all together, and there is photos from our walking together. I have it in my book. Maybe I will show you.
Yeah.
And we had this beautiful walk, and hard walk, yeah. But we this is like, you see, I don't know if you can see. Wait, I will. You see this? This is, I don't know if you can see. This is like
I
me.
can. Mm-hmm.
I'm the one here that they carry me. This is Anat, and this is him, and he's carrying me in the woods.
No.
And and um and we went to say his mother that to tell her his mother that we are walking, and that he will take me, and it's like 12 hours walk, one side, so he will be gone for like a day. And his mother really did not appreciate this idea, and she said, "Don't do it." Like, and he told me it was the first time that he said his mother no, because in China they have only one child. They had, now they can do more, but he's in the generation that they could have only one son, only one
Oh.
child, and that was the first time he said his mother, "No, I'm going to take her, although you are not
Mm.
agreeing with me." And he took me, and she also said, like, she stings from blood, and we're in the jungle, people will like people animal
Mm-hmm.
will eat her. Don't do it, it's too dangerous. Why do you want to risk your life for this poor girl, like? And he said, "I don't know, I have this mission." And he took us,
Uh-huh.
and I have those photos. Thank for two guys that came from for the ages from for the um, agency of my country. They were looking for me, and the Chinese government didn't let anyone to go in, because people that went in were missing out. So they closed the area to not get like don't let even people, like they wanted to look for their families, but it was
Uh-huh.
so dangerous that people came in, look for the families, and were gone themselves, were injured themselves. So they closed the
Mm-hmm.
area and didn't let anyone to get in, and they just went in through the woods. they were looking for us for 3 days, and they met us on the way, in the middle of nowhere. Suddenly, I can hear my name out loud, and I was like, "What is it? Am I imagining?" And suddenly, I see this guy jumping through the bushes in the middle of the jungle, in the middle of nowhere, And he was like, "This is you. We are looking for you." Like, who are you? Where did you come from? Am I imagining? And he said, "We are looking for you for 3 days. It's like your parents and the government, everybody's looking for you. And we were sure you are dead because it's like so many casualties. And I'm so
Yeah.
glad to see you are both alive." And they took the photos I have, and they help us in the rest of the way. And it was a very crazy journey. I had a lot of ups and downs and a lot of um, moments that I surrendered, and I told them go without me because it was impossible walk. Really, 12 hours walk. I walk 12 hours. It's incredible, and I walked for 12 hours after 3 days without eating or drinking and bleeding to death. And today I'm going with a backpack full of water and bananas, and I can't do more than 3 hours walk. I don't know how I did it. It was really a miracle. And I felt like I was carrying with angels, that I was like, I was, I was, someone was watching me. And although I knew someone was watching me, it was very hard. It was not like a piece of cake. It was very hard, and
Mm-hmm.
I needed to like break through these limited places inside of me. Like I needed, in my book, I talk a lot about going up the mountains. They were so high, and it was such a hard, like a journey. And I felt like the mountain is inside of me, and I need to conquer my own, like, my consciousness mountains. It's like
Yeah.
the mountains are not outside, the challenges, they are not outside. All of our
They're
challenges,
inside.
all of our mountains, it's inside of us. It's all of our limitation, our fears, our doubts, our belief systems, our blockage, our everything. It's inside of us. We are not really doing anything outside. It's all inside of us. And
Mm-hmm.
every person has his own mountain to conquer,
Oh, yeah.
its own fears to overcome, his own belief system to break, to break to break free.
Mm,
Its own shackles, and and I did it. I did these two mountains, and I got to this place that they called an ambulance, and the ambulance took me, and I said goodbye from this young man. His name was Jiangwei, and I couldn't forget about this Jiangwei. I was looking for him for 10 years. After 12 years, I found him. 12 it took me 12 years to find this guy because he has this name that is so common, and there's millions and milliards of Chinese people, and I found him after 12 years. I found this guy, and last year I even went and visited him. I think it was 2 years ago. Yeah, we are now
oh,
2026.
wow.
And and it was incredible to meet him again. And in the hospital, when I got there, they hospitalized me, and in the next day they had surgery on my face, and they did a nice work. It's made in China, but it's working, and
I love that.
and um, and I had another NDE while doing this surgery because I was so weak, and I was without food, and I was because of the 12 hours walking in my medical situation, I got diabetes. Like I was really in a very bad place. Like my body was like crushed, like it wasn't working because it was too much, I
Oh,
I pushed the limit of the biology, to make this crazy miracle, and I died on the surgery table. They lost me. It was like 10 hours surgery, and they lost me, and I got again up, 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 up. Like I saw my body on the surgery and table, and I was trying to like catch my body. I don't want to go up again. Like I want to stay here, and like I couldn't. Like something is pulling me up, and I went up, 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 and I got to this dark place again, and again the light and the voice, and this time the voice like opened a door, a light door, and he told me, "Do you want to go through the light? Like, this is you again here. We are again like meeting this again. Do you want to go through the light? Look, it's beautiful, and there is your family there, and it's nice going there." And I said, and like, you know, my body was really broken. I was, I think it was almost 4 days. Like I did the surgery the day after, so I was 4 days without eating. It's unbelievable, and without drinking. And I said, no, 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 please bring me back. But I I I can't do it anymore, because I told the voice like that. I used all of my willpower walking these 12 hours walking, and I can't go back again down because I'm too tired. Like even in my spiritual situation, I can't go down, and I'm too tired. And he said, okay, don't worry about it. And he created this horse from light. And he told me, get on the horse and ride to your body. And I just got on the horse, and I ride with the horse into my body, and I walk up. And everyone was like crying and shouting, "Oh, we lost her." And everyone was crying. And they gave me this notebook to write. And all I could write is a horse, horse, horse. And they thought I got like mad, you know? Or they thought it's like, they didn't understand what is the horse stuff. And I couldn't stop thinking about me, Maayan, my soul, um, riding on this light horse back into my body, and it was a crazy experience, and I couldn't forget about it. And this was the only thing I didn't hide. I told the story about the horse to everybody after it. The other story about the voice and about everything else I gone through, I couldn't talk about. It was locked into my locked in me for 9 years. It took me 9 years to tell to give this story to the world, you know, to get it out of my system, because every time I tried to say to tell the story, I had this trauma effect, you know, this post-traumatic syndromes. I was shaking, I had anxiety, I was sweating, my heart was pounding. I couldn't talk about it, and I need a lot of therapy to just tell the story, the test, the beautiful story, the miracle story. It took me 9 years of therapy, like all kind of therapy. It's not like only psychology. I think the psychology part was helping me like 5%. I needed more than only talking about it. I needed like more body soul therapy, um, and the trauma was like closed in the cells. You know, I needed to pull it out, and I needed a lot of treatment, and I did a lot of things. I tried so many things because I'm coming from the therapy treatments, so I knew there is a lot of method, and I should try everything. Like don't waste time. Like don't overthink. Just try everything. I tried so many things, and it's work. I can tell the story and stay alive, you know. and
Oh, Maya.
I can write the book, and I have a lot of the book. It's thankful for the psychology, because it took me 6 months to regain my ability to talk. So in front of my psychologist, I couldn't talk, so I only wrote, and that was the base of my book.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. So,
Oh,
but
Maya.
also the book, it took me, I just got it out like last year. So it took me so many years to just pull it all of my story out into to the public, you know? And And when people hear the story, they say it's a really amazing story, and that it's like doing something to them. So it's like a mission for me to tell
Yeah.
it, and I need to overcome my fears and my shame and everything. I need to like take it out. And you know what I'm talking about. There is a moment
Mhm.
that you need to overcome all of your shame and all of your things that holding you up. So you must
Yeah,
overcome to tell the story. It's like you have a mission and you need to do it. And I feel
that's
like
right.
I owe to God the story to tell the
Mhm.
miracle story. And
Yeah. When I
I
listen
think
to you speaking, well, I'll tell you this. I feel like I'm sitting across from a miracle,
yeah.
and it brought me to tears. I didn't have many words to say because I don't think I've ever heard of such a strong person, ever. The
Well, thank you.
resilience, the humility, the everything. Um, it's a miracle,
Yeah,
and it took so much
it
of your
is.
strength just to trust that voice that you didn't even know was real.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
You're absolutely
Incredible
right.
story. I got goosebumps, and I feel like I keep wanting to cry. I just that must have been so hard,
Yeah.
but you did it.
It's yeah.
But
I think all of us has every one of us has his own challenges, and we have a
mm,
lot of challenges. Life
mhm, mhm.
is a challenging school. It's not paradise. We are here to work, you know? This is how I feel like we need to accomplish things. This is a school. We need to like learn the thing that our soul asks to learn
Mhm.
in this
Yes.
dimension. And I think we forget about it, and I think people like me and you, we remind people that they have a mission here and they need to do more than just eat, sleep, and go to work. There is
Yeah.
You have another work, and it's more important.
Get off the hamster wheel.
Yeah, the hamster.
Keep going around and
He's an
round and around.
hamster.
Same thing over and over. You know,
Yeah, it's like
if I
that.
was to ask you who that voice was, that light, what would you say? And know for sure who it was.
My instinct is always God, but I don't know. Sometimes I'm telling myself, why do you think it's God? Maybe it's one of his one of his helper. I don't know, like an angel, maybe Gabriel, Raphael. I don't know. Maybe it's an angel. So I don't know. It's one of the guys. It's or God or one of his helpers. I don't know.
Have
Um,
you ever come to the conclusion with so many lives lost that day? Did you ever go through the thought of, why did I survive?
wow, it's I thought about it. I think I also my book is dedicated to them, to the people that didn't
Oh,
made it. Yeah, I dedicated my book to them and to God. This is um I even think I wrote the people that lost their voice, you know? It's like I'm using the
mm,
voice because I lost the voice and the voice saved me. So the voice is keeping. So yeah, this book I'm reading from the book. This book is dedicated to the men, women, and children who did not survive to see the light of day from the ruins of the 2008 Chengdu earthquake. May it speak for their silence voice and tell their untold stories alongside my own. So it's like I need to tell this story about and um and I think I had this one Chinese lady from the embassy that she read it and she said it's like it's a cure for her because she also
no.
was there as a young teenager, and she said to me, reading the book, it's like a healing process for me, because the Chinese, they don't speak as I speak.
Mm,
They don't speak as open as we are. They don't share their feelings and their insight and
mhm.
the struggles that they have. They don't share it. They are very close. So I don't know. Maybe it's for me uh, to bring the voice of other voice, and to tell the story, and to help people believe in miracles. Because my story, it's proof. I'm a living proof there is miracle,
Yeah.
because it's make no other sense. When I tell my story, I even lecture my story to hospitals for emergency gathering and stuff like that, and they say medically speak, it's not make any sense. You can't do it medically. You should be dead now. And how Einstein said, logic will take you from A to B, but
Yeah.
belief will take you wherever. Unlimited. You are unlimited when your spirit is and your imagination. Even Einstein said he used his imagination to realize everything in he got. If he would use only logic, we wouldn't be here today with all of his inventions. So I think this world need stories like that
Yeah.
to open the boundaries of
Mm.
this limitation that we
I-
have in this logic that it's like it's a prison. It's a mind prison. It's a consciousness prison. And
That's
stories
what it
like
feels
us,
like sometimes.
yeah, stories like me and you, we give we give people a reminder that this we have like the world is created from so much more than we think and we see and we realize and we led to think, because we are taught to be very close-minded, since we get into this world. It's like the system is like very like shrinking our
Oh,
consciousness.
yeah. Absolutely it is. I couldn't agree with you more. You know, you when you were writing your book, did you feel like you were called to do that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wrote the book only when I had this God feeling, like you can say musa. You say muse in English? Muse. Yeah, but I think it was more than that. I felt like it was like God is using my hand to write it.
Mm,
And this is why it took me like 5 years to write it, because I didn't sit and write from here. I was I
mhm,
was looking, I was waiting for this spiritual um vibration to write from it. I
mhm,
didn't write from like I really felt like I'm guided, like someone is
mhm.
guiding me how to write the book, and it's really a special one because of it. It's not a normal book. I think
Mayan,
thanks for
after
it.
your experiences, how do you think that affected who you are and how you show up in the world? What did it
I
show
think
you?
how it's show me like I think I'm more consciousness to what is going on inside of me, and less what is going on outside of me. Like I
Okay.
was more focused about out, and today I am more focused about in. Like if I want even to change something out, I will change it from my own inner self. Like I told you, there is no really outside
Mhm,
mountains. All of the mountains, all of our challenges, all of our blocks all of our frustration, it's all inside of us. So I will not waste my time like trying to convince or to change things outside. I will look inside and I will like try to shift and manage and to create it different from here, from inside. And
Mm.
it's really shift my whole perspective. It's like my all perspective was from, I was also all the time from here outside, and now I shifted. I'm like really observing what I feel, how I react. Do I have limited thoughts? Do I have boundaries of emotion? What is going on? What's like what I'm doing here? Like I understand that all of this creation made for us to
Mm.
speak with God, and it's crazy. All of this creation, everything, all of this how you say it's like a
Mhm.
theater for us to like
Mhm.
learn our own our own like we need to clean all of the noises to find our godly pulse and not other.
So it sounds like you're living from the inside out instead of from the outside in. And it also sounds like you're saying we should return to our true selves.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah,
Mhm.
yes, all the time
Mhm.
finding our true self. But it's not egoistic,
Yeah.
because a lot of people
Yeah.
can be confused about, okay,
Mhm.
she's very it's the opposite. I'm not self-centered. It's the opposite. I'm trying to solve things from inside. Like if someone
Mhm.
is bothering me, I need to look why. What he's um doing, where it like pressure my soft spots,
So
because
they're
everyone that
triggering you.
exactly
Mhm.
where why if it trigger me, something was triggered inside of me. So I
Mhm.
can yell at him back, but I need to realize why God gave me this reflection, this mirror, this
Mm.
situation, because I need to clean another layer and another
Mm.
layer and another layer. And
Mhm.
when I'm all like centered and cleaned, no other thing can use my vibration. Like you remember we talked about the dark side and
Y-
the light side. So if nothing can trigger me and I'm centered with my godly being, I'm his messenger. I'm God messenger here, and I'm part of his creation and his light work. We are light workers. And
Mm.
the devil, the dark side, can't use me, because the dark
Mhm.
side, he wants to use us. He wants to really use us.
Mm.
And this is a fight. Like we need to not go. And when we have this, like when we are scared and we are not, every time we are scared, we left our belief and trust with God, because we shouldn't be afraid if we know the truth. You know what I mean?
Oh my goodness, that is so very true. And I wanted to come to a part of this because I think I know the answer, but do you ever fear death now? And
I don't
if
fear death because I know what death means, but I I do have a fear to be a part of my family. It
yeah,
will be, yeah, it will be hard for me, I think.
I think that is
Although I
something
know
others feel as well.
although I know it's not the end of me and it's a safe zone, and I will be in this beautiful place and a loving place and hugging place, and my spirit will keep going and keep learning and keep evolve. But I will be very sad to be a part of my family, my children, my everything I know. It's like, the
Mhm.
first law, it's like don't be attached to anything in this
Yeah.
universe. But how could us not? How could we not? It's too hard. I think it's the most. If you will ask me, Mayan, today, what is your most consciousness challenge? I think it's the attachment stuff. I
Ah,
can't not be attached to this. It is.
it's
Although
so
I
very
know
hard.
I shouldn't be attached to anything. I need to be like break free from that, but I can't. I want it.
Mm.
So I don't know. I'm not in this stage of
I think that that's really a good reflection, though, for you to know like something like that about yourself.
yeah.
Now, if you were sitting with a loved one that was passing over, what would you say to them?
It's a good question. I think like I would like to know what did they learn now? Like what is their learning because yeah, because we keep evolving. We are not standing still. When this body dies, our soul keep evolving and
Right.
molding and grow and and evolve. And so I would like to ask them what did they realize? Like
Mm.
what did they learn like from the school up? Like what is their insight or realizations? Like it's really interesting for me you know, because now, like my mother-in-law, she died, and I would love to ask her, what is your conclusions now? Because I try to tell her so many stuff, and
So I would
same
love
here.
to have a moment to say, was I right or was I wrong? Not that you need to
Yes.
be right or
No,
wrong.
like,
I
what do you
just would
think
like to
now?
know.
Like, now do you
Hmm.
believe?
Are
Now
you
do you
living what I
see
told
how,
you?
yeah, now do you see how amazing,
Beautiful the
yeah,
spirit is. Like it's I don't know. I listen to stories like yours and it just keeps getting better and better. Like not that your story is something to be better from, but it just keeps proving to me how strong spirit is in the world, how strong
yeah.
belief is in people. When you believe you can do something, you really can do something.
I think the placebo effect really like gave us a glimpse about this belief system because the
Hmm.
placebo effect, it's like people believe they took the medicine and they didn't. They took a sugar pill, and even just by believing they take the pill,
Hmm.
they healed. So if you believe in something so strongly and you can create the chemical that will heal you from thin air, so you're not really limited. Nothing can
Hmm.
hold you down. You can
Mm.
create from thin air everything you want, but it's so hard because you need to
Be a
overcome
human
so
at the same
many.
time.
Yeah,
We need to live in this earthly world at the same exact time, and we have to like it's hard to I understand people say it's hard to believe something I can't see.
yeah,
But I always think about that and I think, look around you. Look around us. Like look at outside, the trees, the mountains, the water, the animals, the live, everything. The laughter, the sad, every single thing is spirit to me. I don't know if you feel that way,
it's true.
but
I feel
that's what I
exactly the
see.
same.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And that's
nature,
how I
it's
know
it's
to
really
believe.
godly vibration. When you
Very.
look at nature, you see God.
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah, right? Creation. How
creation.
could you not?
Exactly. How could
You
you
know?
not? I
So,
hope
may
many
I
people
ask
will
you?
believe more, when
Mm,
they hear our stories and your podcast. And I know
this is what we're
your
trying to
podcast
do,
is
isn't it?
exactly. I know your podcast, its mission is to help people realizing
Mhm.
and understanding the truth before,
I sure hope it helps.
before,
Yes.
yeah.
That's what it's here for. You bet. Now, if I was to ask you, how has this experience shaped your life's work? What would you say to that? Are you still doing what you were doing before, or have you changed?
I'm still doing I'm doing I still treat with acupuncture, but I use
Oh.
it different. Like I doing more spiritual acupuncture. I can't explain it. It's really something that I create in my clinic. And I learned that the acupuncture, it's really nice for body and soul, but we are more than body and soul. We are emotion, and we are spirit, and we are vibration. So I learn more methods that will give me the other parts of, like, touching the other parts of the human complex being.
Uh-huh.
And so today I have this my own method. I can also like doing I don't have to doing only acupuncture. I can also do like conversation, like in Zoom sessions, just like hearing the people. And I got a lot of messages from up, I think. And what I've been through opened a portal in
Yeah.
my mind, and I can still hear the voice. It's still guiding me. And I
Mm.
have a lot of messages from the voice about people, about healing, about their fears. The voice like telling me, you see this person, he has this limitation, this system belief is blocked. I'm getting so much information, and I can give people like the information. It's so easy for me. I needed to do this 9 years of looking like working so hard, and I wish I had someone to just come and like give me it on, like, but sometimes it's hard. People
Uh-huh.
need to be in a place that they can have their to see it. They want to see it. You need to be in this place in your conscious that you can observe. The truth. It's not always something that we really want to see. But so I can help people like finding their blocks, um their missions, their destinies, everything. And I never thought I will lecture or that I will talk live. I was very shy person. I had a stage fear. I was on the news, so many news. I was only in my country.
Mm-hmm.
I was like in 50 shows, and also in the world. I was a lot of news interview me, and I never thought I will speak up like that. And at the beginning, I had so much fear. Like I felt like I have anxiety attacks, like I'm gonna die, like while talking on the stage. And I knew it's the ego, the ego. It's the
Uh,
devil, He wants me to shut down. He wants me to be afraid and to crawl into my hole again. And I was standing against this emotion, and I said, no, I need to tell the story. It's more important than everything.
I'm
I
so
must do
happy you
it.
did.
Yeah,
I'm so happy that you did. You are changing lives.
I hope,
While we're on
really
that
hope.
part of your journey, what services do you offer today, if any? Where can people find your published works or even connect with you?
So I'm doing sessions one-on-one in my clinic in my country. I live in Israel. I know it's not the happiest place on earth this moment, but everything is changing all the time. And I'm doing also Zoom sessions online. So you can be all over the world, and we can connect. And I also have the book. It's on Amazon. And I have a lot of like interviews on my YouTube channel.
Mhm.
And people that want to reach out, they can email me. It's Mayan, MAYANSE, at gmail.com. And I'm trying to help as much as I can. It's we all need help. Like we all have challenges. This word is for overcoming challenges, to be more strong and more believe and more uh, it's like simulation. It's like a school for getting stronger and getting more trust that we are not alone. As this we forget that we are not alone, because this place you get here with your amnesia, you forget everything. You need to start over. Yeah. So we need to
Maayan,
all the time remember.
that's right. So, Maayan, everyone that returns from an NDE seems to return with a truth. What truth did you return with that you would like everyone to know?
I think that truth, that we are not alone. We are all guided. We are all guided. We are all in each and every one of us. We have the inner voice that guide us. We just need to shut down the other voices to hear this beautiful voice that wants to help us and believe with us without any limitation, without any conditions. It's unconditional love and trust, and we have this relationship with this God voice, and He's inside of us, and He's there always. We just need to reach out. It's like it's so easy. It's like inside of us. We just need to find. It's like a radio. You need to find the station to get on the wave, and it's there inside of you, and you can be guided. You can ask for answers if you have conflicts. There is the voice that can help you solve them, and everything is for your own good. It's for your own growth. I know
Right.
it's look like a disaster sometimes.
Mm,
It's look like a disaster, but it's for your own good. You will see the higher picture soon enough. And when you are inside the disaster and you believe, you still have the belief system, and you still hold the truth that, okay, I'm in a disaster now, but I know for sure it will be okay. You create magic
yeah.
from just holding that thought. You create magic. It's like a spell, only by holding the belief that even though I'm in a shitty state now, it will be fine, and it's for my own good. I know I can't see it now, but I will see it later, or I will go to people that help me to see it, because sometimes we can't see our own back, and I will find why is it happening to me, because the answer, it's happened to me because the world is a cruel place. Don't accept it. Please don't, because this is how they try to raise us, that we are in a bad world and there is bad pedophiles, and but they are only the shadows, they are nothing. They are shadows on the wall. They are not the house, they are nothing. You bring the light on and they're gone like that. Don't give them the power to become more than they are. And it's a big lie. They're only shadows. They have no creation here. They have no, and as more than us, like, wake up and believe in that, then they will be gone forever, and we will have our paradise in this life.
That's
We
right.
can create paradise here and now. We can live paradise in this carnation, in this state of being, and it's only a matter of all of us waking up.
Maayan, I actually can't even find the words to thank you for being here. It is, like I said earlier, I feel like I'm sitting across from a true miracle, in which you are.
Thank
And
you.
you're very welcome. And your story carries the weight of tragedy, but also the miracle of return. Out of mudslides, rubble, and imaginable loss, your voice still survived.
Yeah. And this is exactly what I'm saying. Like, my story, you can see it as a tragic story. And it was a tragic story inside of me for a long time. And when I decided this is it, I'm switching from tragic to miracle to heroism, even, like
Yeah.
from a victim to a hero. I'm a hero of my own story. It gave me so much power, because I was a victim of an earthquake for until even 5 years of my life, and being there in my own conscious that I'm a victim, it took so much power away from me, and I was so tiny then. And when I said, no, I'm not a victim, I'm a hero, I conquered the death, to say this sentence. And I was ashamed me saying to myself, I'm a hero. Like, who am I to say I'm a hero? Who am I? I'm a person that did it. Why not saying how amazing we are and how we conquered our fears? Like everyone, like even a woman that watching us. Yeah, a woman now that watch us and she got a really hard divorce. You're a hero. You got a really hard boss and you change your work. You are a hero. You need to give your own to encourage your own. Don't be shy. Don't wait for people to see you. See your own amazing being. You did it.
Thank you so much for bringing your light, your courage, your truth, and your voice
Thank you
to
for
the
having me.
returned.
And listen, and you're amazing. It was really
Thank
a
you.
pleasure for me.
Thank you
Thank you so
so very
much.
much. To everyone listening, please let this story be a gentle reminder how fragile life really is. If you are here, if you are breathing, and if you are watching, there is always a reason. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay open, stay curious, and keep returning to the truth within you.